Good morning and welcome. Thanks for finding your way to your mat today. The topic of this class is grounding in the present moment. There's a few ways that we do that. We can bring attention to our breath. We can focus on our postures. We can also use a variety of internally focused meditation techniques. But it's really going to start with the breathing. So find a comfortable upright seat. You might want to sit on a yoga block or cushion like me. If you are quite open, go ahead and sit on the floor. Find a tall spine. Rest your hands over your lap. And with your eyes closed, a little bit of tension in the throat, start to slow your breath down. Slow ujjayi breathing. And we'll start with a breathing technique called Kapalabhati, which is a very powerful technique for getting more grounded in our breath, connecting to the depth of the exhale, which is also going to connect us to some of the more subtle muscles related to core strength and posture. So focus on your exhale, drawing in around the low belly and belly button, and let the inhale happen automatically. But before we start, we'll take a breath in. Long exhale breath. And again, smaller breath in. And now focus on your exhale. And full exhalation. And then take a slow breath in. Breathing up to your chest, hold the breath in. Lower your chin towards your heart. Holding about 10 seconds if you can. And let out a slow exhalation. Again, slow inhale. Long exhale. And we'll do a second set of Kapalabhati. If you'd like an extra challenge, interlace your fingers. Take a small breath in as you press the palms up. Keep that shape as you do the exercise. Okay, about 5 more. Bring your hands down. 3, 2, 1. Exhale all the air out. And take a slow breath in. Breathing up to the heart. And again, we'll hold the breath, lift the heart, lower the chin. About 5 more seconds. Relax the forehead. And long exhale breath, let go. Relax the shoulders down, relax the face, relax the jaw. And with your eyes closed, simply watch the breath for a few moments. Incorporating ujjayi, that soft ocean sound that comes from creating a little tension in the throat. So there's a little bit of tension in the pelvic floor, a little bit in the throat, and those form the two ends of the spine. So in yoga, we call those the bandhas, the energetic seals. There's a third one in between there related to the diaphragm, related to breathing. All kinds of crazy stuff that you can do with that, and we'll do some of them over our time together. But it's basically, we're working with the breath and these connections at the two ends of the spine as tools to really focus our attention in on the energy, so we can either generate more energy through practice, or we can use these techniques to calm our energy down depending on what we need. So with the eyes closed now, we'll bring the hands together. And we'll open practice with the chant of Om, which traditionally is symbolic of the original sound or the hum of the universe. So it's said to represent all things, as well as the divine, if that belief is something that you subscribe to. Let's take a slow breath in. And one more extra long chant. Namaste, everybody. So, continuing to sit comfortably, simple cross legs. Rest your hands over your knees. And with an exhale, round your back like an angry cat. And as you inhale, come forwards over one knee and go across to the other side. So make some big circles with your spine. And we're looking for what feels good in these movements, so you can listen to me, but listen to your body first. And then we'll change directions. In the 8 limbs of yoga, Ashtanga yoga, posture is just one of the 8 branches of the tree of yoga. Before that, we have the yamas, which are ethics, and the first of the yamas is the word ahimsa, which is non-violence or gentleness. And I'm always reminded that that really starts with practicing non-violence towards ourselves on the safe container of the sticky mat. So just feeling your way through your postures moment to moment without really judging your performance. There's no gold stars. You got the gold star for showing up today. It's as good as it gets. Good, so take the hands forward, table position. And with your inhalation, draw the heart forwards, shoulders over the wrists. And as you exhale, round your back into angry cat. Look to your belly button. Inhale, heart forwards, a little back bend. And then exhale, forward bending, rounding your spine. Look to the navel. Inhaling, draw the heart forward, slowing the breath, using the throat. Exhale, angry cat spine. And once more, inhale, heart forwards. Exhale, angry cat spine. We're going to hold that pose. Spread the shoulder blades, tuck the chin towards the heart, and take a few breaths there. See if you can feel your breath in your lower back, a common area of compression and pain. So if we can relax the low back and breathe into it, that can get us out of compression. And this is part of working with the energetic locks, the bandhas. You can imagine breathing into your low back and drawing that breath up the spine. This creates a little more support for your vertebra before going into back bending. Then take one more breath in, lift the chin, walk the hands further forward. Exhale, puppy dog, bow the head down, keep the arms straight, and pause for a few breaths, letting the heart melt down. But also let the tailbone scoop under. See if you can feel the breath in your lower back again. And one more breath. Inhale, lift the head. And then come back to table position. And with an exhale, downward dog, lift your hips. Walk the dog. Bend one leg and straighten the other. Still breathing slowly. Toes and fingers spreading wide. As we spread the toes, you can get a better sense of grounding through the feet. A better sense of balancing the weight from left side to right side. And connecting to the earth. We can also slow the exhale to deepen that connection. From downward dog, inhale to lift both your heels up, feet parallel. Exhale, lower the heels down. Repeating that a few times. Toes spreading, push down through the little toes and the big toes, even as you lift the heels. And move into ragdoll, bending your knees. Move the hands towards the back of the mat. Take your feet a little wider and hold on to opposite elbows. Camera 2. Let your torso hang loose and gently sway from side to side. If you're comfortable with straightening the legs, go ahead and straighten them, contracting the front of the thighs, the quadriceps. And start to explore gently rocking forward towards the balls of the feet and toes, and then leaning back into the heels, going forward and back. Think of each foot as a tripod, and we're trying to root evenly through the 3 points of the tripod. Center of the heel, ball of the foot near the big toe, and the little toe mound. Camera 1. And then very slowly, we'll walk the hands forward, coming back to downward facing dog. Inhale to high plank, shoulders over wrists. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high plank again, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, come all the way down, chaturanga. You can lower the knees and the hips, and we'll rest in Sphinx pose for a few breaths. Camera 1. Pressing through the forearms. Legs can be relaxed, parallel, hip width. Deep breathing. And exhaling, come down. Bring your hands where your elbows were, just outside the ribs. Bhujangasana Cobra pose. Lift your shoulders away from the floor, lift the feet, and as you inhale, pull back with your hands, coming up as high as you're comfortable. Exhale to lower. Start the inhale and then rise up. And exhale to lower. It's a bit more subtle, but see if you can feel that you're breathing into your low back before you come up. So start the breath and then follow the movement of the inhale. And last one. And then one more, cobra or upward dog. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. And breathe. Holding downward dog now. Press your heart towards your feet. You can bend the knees a little bit to help get the back straighter. And then reach the heels towards the earth, scooping the tail under a little. Gently engaging through the buttocks. Keep drawing the inner thighs back. Next inhale, lift the right leg and bend the knee. Make some big circles with the right hip. Out to the side and up to the sky. With an exhale, step the right foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one, arms reaching up. And as you exhale, tip forward over your leg and bring the hands by your lower back. And repeat. Inhale, rise up to warrior one. Exhale, tipping over your leg, nice and slow. Inhale, come up again. Exhale, tipping forwards. Again, inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Turn your left foot to the side a little bit more. Take a longer stance. Heels on the same track. And then bend into your front leg. With your next inhale, straighten the legs and reach up. Stretch the wrists. Exhale, warrior two, bending the knee. Again, inhale, straight legs, toes spread. Exhale, warrior two. A few more times at your own rhythm. Warrior two position. We're going to hold for a few breaths. Shoulders away from ears. Look over your right middle finger. Back leg strong and straight. Front knee bent. One more breath. And then straightening your legs, take a breath in. Walk your back foot in a little bit closer again. Trikonasana triangle pose. So left toes are angled in a little bit. And as you exhale, you're letting your pelvis turn just a little bit towards the right leg. Instead of trying to square or stack the hips, let the pelvis move with you. Slide your right hand down your shin. You can hold your ankle, perhaps even grab the big toe. And we'll take 5 breaths there. Look towards your top thumb. If the neck hurts, keep your head neutral instead. Slight tuck of the chin. Exhale to look down. Bend your front knee. And if you have a yoga block, you can place it in front of your right foot. And we'll slide the right foot back just a touch. Lift your heart up. And as you touch the yoga block, slowly lift your left leg for half moon Ardha Chandrasana. So as you find your balance, maybe the leg gets a little bit straighter if flexibility allows. Focus on the tripod of the foot. The quadriceps contract. That's going to help us really access the ball of the foot and the heel together. Keep the legs strong. And if you fall out, no problem. Come back when you can. It's good to fall. The fall doesn't have to look graceful, but we can fall with acceptance internally. Good. One more breath. Warrior two stance, bending your knee, land the back foot. Inhale, reverse warrior, right arm back. Exhale, windmill the arms to the floor. Take the left hand down underneath your shoulder. Lunge on your back toes, right arm up for easy twist. Okay, option 1 is staying on the hand, lunging on back toes. Option 2, turn the right foot out about 45 degrees to stretch into the hip more. And then try going onto the outer edge of your back foot as well. Pelvis lifting away from the ground. And exhale, lowering your hand. Step back to plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. You can lower your knees and hips. Cobra or up dog. Inhale. Downward dog. Exhale. Take a few breaths. Inhale your left leg up, bend the knee. Make some circles with the left hip. And with an exhale, step left foot forward, back foot flat. Inhale, warrior one. Keep the front knee bent. Reach up. Exhale, hinge over the front leg. And again, inhale, come up. Exhale, folding over the front leg, hands back by your lower back. A few more vinyasas, moving with the breath. Inhale to warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Turn your right foot to the side, take the pelvis with it. Heels on the same track. Inhale, straighten the legs and reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Again, inhale, reaching up. If you want more of a challenge, take your feet further apart or bend your front knee more. Keeping the back foot flat, a few more vinyasa. And last one. And holding warrior two. Very simple looking pose, but it's quite challenging. We're building a lot of strength. And that strength that we're building around the knee joints is going to help keep those knees happy over the long term. Soften the shoulders down the back. Look over your left middle finger. And a few more breaths. Relax the face, relax the forehead. Inhaling, straighten the front leg. Bring the back foot in a little bit closer, angling the toes in slightly. With the quadriceps contracting, toes spreading. Exhale to place your left hand down on the inside of your leg, whether it's the shin, ankle, or big toe. Try looking at your top thumb for 5 breaths, or keep the head neutral, chin tucked. And firmly contract the buttocks of your back leg. This can help to stretch the right hip as well as the lower back, common areas of tightness in the body. You can also imagine tearing the mat apart with your feet to activate that buttock. On the next exhale, we'll look down, bend the front knee, and slide a yoga block in front of your left toes. You can step a little closer with the back foot, and then lift the back leg. Press through the block as much as necessary. As you find your balance, you might find you can use a softer touch. Maybe you lower the block, maybe it's touching the floor with your fingertips. Toes are spreading, quadriceps are contracted. Setting a good foundation for the little buttock muscles, the smaller glutes, to participate in stabilizing the hip. And it's that strength and stability that can really add that layer of safety to the practice. One more breath. And then warrior two stance, landing your back foot. Inhale, reverse warrior, left arm up. Exhale, lunge on your back toes. Take the right hand down for easy twist. Left arm up. Option 2, left foot turns out 45 degrees. Option 3, go onto the outer edge of your back foot as well. Engaging the core, lifting the pelvis away from the ground. Strong through the right side of the core. Then lowering your left hand, step to high plank. And then Vasisthasana side plank, so with your left shoulder over your wrist. Take the right arm up to the sky. A few options, you can try stacking your right leg on top of your left. Another nice option is taking the left shin to the ground. Then as you open up the chest, we're externally rotating that left shoulder. Start to turn the heart to the sky more than usual. If you need to come out early, no problem. This is good, tough stuff to help really draw us into the present. 3 more breaths. Back to high plank slowly. Shoulder over the wrists, other side, left arm up. You can lower that shin at any time. Okay, once you find your pose, externally rotate that shoulder by scrubbing the hand clockwise. Start to turn your heart to the sky more than usual. So we're recruiting some of the upper back muscles along the inner shoulder blade as we continue to push out strongly through the palm. Three more breaths. Slowly coming back, high plank in the center. Exhale, come all the way down. Bring your legs together. Hands to the lower back. You're welcome to interlace the fingers or simply rest the hands there. And then lifting your shoulders away from the ground, engage between shoulder blades. Lift the legs. You can pull through the arms, take a few breaths, strengthening the back body. If it's hard to breathe, don't try as hard. Come down a little bit. Relax your face. Relax your forehead. And exhale, lower, hands under shoulders, sitting back into child's pose. Sit back onto your heels, rounding the spine, sitting as far back as you're comfortable. Camera 2. Now come forwards like a table pose, but bring your big toes touching. And we'll take the left forearm to the floor. Right hand to the back of the head. And with an inhale, press your right elbow up to the sky. Exhale, tap your right elbow down to your forearm. Inhale, right elbow up, turning the chest open. Exhale, tapping the elbow down. And again, inhale, right elbow presses up. And we're going to hold that posture. Use the strength of the exhale to help connect with the core of the body, pulling the ribs in, relaxing the lower back, soften the low back. Maybe you can feel the breath moving through the low back. And now from this posture, we'll push into the left hand, try to straighten the left arm. And with an inhale, straighten the right arm as well. Exhale, thread the needle, reaching the right arm through to the left side, and then lean into that right shoulder. You can use the support of your left hand on the ground. Okay, option 2, walking the left arm forward, opening through the left shoulder more. And try to breathe into your low back in these twisting poses. Imagine the tailbone scooping under a bit. You may find you can also relax the belly a little. Any spots that feel tight, try to breathe into them. And we'll slowly come back, placing the hands down. Then take your right forearm parallel to the front of the mat, left hand to the back of the head. And with an inhale, left elbow to the sky, twisting. Exhale, tap your elbow down to your forearm. Again, inhale, left elbow pressing up. Exhale, tapping down. And a few more vinyasas. And if you had that forearm parallel to the front, you can just turn it so the hand is more like a forearm plank position. Forearm straight ahead. And we'll press that left elbow to the sky. Hold the posture. With each exhale, connect with drawing the front ribs in. You may find this helps you twist a little bit more. Low back soft. Slowly push through the right hand, straightening the arm. Take a breath in, straightening the top arm as well. Exhale, thread the needle, reaching through to the right side as far as you can. And then lean forward into that left shoulder. You can pause there. Maybe you walk the right arm forward, bicep by the ear. Long, slow breath. And so this idea I keep speaking about of breathing into the lower back, in traditional hatha, this is described as blending opposing energies together. The energy of exhaling, the apana pattern, which softens the low back. Can be really good for stabilizing ourselves through the core of the body. And the opposite energy of the prana, which is the energy of heart opening, the energy of inhaling. And in both pranayama, breathing practice, as well as asana, posture practice, these are really tools to connect with each of those energies and learn how to blend them together or find out where they meet in the middle. So whenever you can breathe into your lower back, that's an example of these energies merging. And one more breath. And then right hand by the head. Come back to the center. Bring the legs out in front. Sitting tall in Dandasana staff pose. Kind of like downward dog, but sitting. So legs could be parallel hip width. Bend your knees a bit. Lift the heart. And with an inhale, press the palms up to the sky. Lift the chest as much as you can. Pause for a few breaths. So try to really lift your heart. You may feel that your lower back starts to do a lot of the work. If that's the case, try to straighten your legs a little bit more and root the heels down into the earth. And that's going to invite the apana pattern back in to soften the low back. But we're trying to hold on to the best of the prana pattern, which is this proud open chest. So we don't want to go to a full slump, but we're also not trying to back bend. We're trying to find the middle path, which literally creates more length between the vertebrae. Good. One more breath. Release the interlace. Exhale, slide the hands over the tops of the feet or hold the back of the legs, your choice. Inhaling, lift the heart, pull back a little. And then exhale, you're welcome to fold over the legs from there. And feel the breath. In this posture, Paschimottanasana, great pose to connect with diaphragmatic breathing as lower back breathing. You may also feel that you can breathe up the spine into those spaces between the shoulder blades. One more slow Ujjayi breath. And inhaling, come up, Dandasana staff pose. Exhale, bend your knees, lean back about 45 degrees. We're going to root the heels down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, think of the tail scooping under and come down about halfway. Inhaling, come up. And repeat. Exhale, come down about halfway. Inhale up to 45 degrees or so. So ears are back over the shoulders, the chest is proud. So this is going to be helping us connect more with some of the more subtle core, transverse abdominis, that deeper layer of the abdomen. A few more to go. If you do want that extra challenge, you're welcome to do full boat Navasana, going into low boat. 3 more times. 2, 1, and up one more time. Lower your feet. Exhale, come all the way down slowly. Happy baby pose, laying on your back. Draw the knees out towards your shoulders. You can hold your knees or take hold of the feet and pull back gently with your arms. Try pulling down on one leg more, rocking that side, and then the other leg. And bring your feet to the floor. Recline spinal twist. Bring the arms out to the sides. Lift your pelvis and bring it off to the right. Lift your right foot up and bring it to the outside of your left leg. And lower your knees over to that left side, letting the pelvis follow the legs. And turn your head to look over the other shoulder. Now you can use your left hand to hold on to the outside of your thigh, pressing down a little bit. Hey, if you'd like to make it a bit more challenging or you're feeling a bit looser, you might take your hand to the outside of your right foot and try to straighten the right leg, holding as close to the foot as you can comfortably. Deep breathing. And come back to center. Bend your knees, pressing through the feet, lift the pelvis, set it off to the left side, and we'll cross that left leg over the right. Long exhale, knees off to the right, spinal twist. And you can use your right hand to push down on the outer left thigh, or maybe reach for the outside of the foot, attempting to straighten the leg. And stay with the breathing. Relax the forehead. Soften the shoulders down the back. Twisting postures like this are really great tools for exploring that blend of these different movements, the apana and the prana. So we get the best of the prana, which is that open chest, and the best of the apana, which is the softness around the lower back. And maybe you can breathe into the low back, breathe into the sides of the belly. One more deep Ujjayi breath. Long exhale. Bend your knees to let go of the stretch. Come back to the center. Lift your hips, centering the pelvis on the mat. And then hug your knees together. Bring your knees all the way together. And as you exhale, lift your head and shoulders towards the knees. This is called Apanasana, the Apana pose. So it has those qualities of spinal flexion, rounding the back like an angry cat, softening the low back, spreading the shoulder blades. You may find the abdominals contracting a little more here as well. And inhale, relax the head down. And exhale, let go. Shavasana. Best pose of the whole class. Relax your shoulders down your back. Take your feet wide apart. Resting the body. Scan the forehead. Relaxing the forehead. Scan the face. Relaxing around the jaw. Relaxing the mouth. Relaxing the tongue. Shoulders. Arms relaxed by your sides. Relax the belly. Completely let go. And to help with letting go, there's a part of the bandhas related to the throat, and this is said to be the secret to connecting with the more subtle energy. It's quite simple though. So you're going to completely relax your face. Relax your mouth and your eyes as if you're bored. Let your mouth fall open. Totally relax the throat, letting go of all control over the breath. This releases the roof of the palate through the roof of the mouth. And that softening just flows right down the body. Relaxing pelvic floor at the other end of the spine. Completely let go. As we practice ahimsa, non-harming or compassion towards ourselves, we can also practice it towards other people and towards the broader Indian yoga tradition by just acknowledging the roots of yoga, acknowledging the source of these teachings, going back well over 2,000 years. Welcome to continue resting longer. If you're ready to come out, you can draw your knees in. Slowly roll to one side. And then join me in sitting to close with a chant of Om. Camera 2. So joining the hands together, sitting up tall. Let's take a slow breath in. And thank you very much for taking this time out for your practice today. Hope you feel grounded and present. And throughout the day, come back to your breathing. Come back to relaxing around the roof of the mouth. It looks something like this. You can do it anytime. You can do it mid-conversation with someone. You can do it while you're driving. And it just helps us ground in the present, dropping everything and just fully being in the body. Thanks so much. See you on the mat tomorrow. Stop recording.